Hi everyone, I've come to share with you some mail art envelopes that I've made for a swap that I'm hosting, and I've been asked if there's a process and how I done this, and of course there is. I'm not really good, you know, mixed media isn't really my thing, but I did enjoy doing this, and I had looked at several videos here on YouTube. My favourite for using different mediums and whatnot was by Spellbound, and I think there's a number at the end, and her name is Tibby. So I'll put a link to Tibby's process video below, but I'm gonna just do a process of how I made these. So that's one of them, and I've Mod Podged them all as well, and that's the back here, just like so. And then there's this one, and there's this one. So I'm gonna try and maybe do something like this, these colours I should say. So anyway, what I done was, because I've already started this one, I'm not going to start another one. Just a plain cream envelope, which is I think 7 1/8 by 5 3/4, and it's just like that. So it's kind of good quality envelope, because I did actually try them with, like, you know, your what do you call them, envelopes, where are they, like these type of envelopes, security envelopes. Wasn't keen, but I think maybe actually gessoing it first would actually help, because I didn't gesso this. So what I done was sprayed it with some water, and it's got some shimmer in it. I used these 3 coloured gelatos, which is cotton candy, lemon and mango. I used a baby wipe, and what I done was I put colour on here, used my baby wipes to gather the colour up, and just kind of smooshed it all over. No particular order, just using the blue, using the orange, using the yellow, until I got the colour that I wanted. So I done that back and front, and I was just in the middle of doing this, and the camera, my phone just cut out on me. So I'm going to dry this off a little bit. So on these ones I've used this pinky colour. It's just cheap, it's only £1, 99p, and it was from Wilkinson's here in the UK. So I'm just going to put a little blob onto here if it wants to come out. So you don't need much. This is the scrap piece of card that I was using, so I just smooshed it all around just like that, just to get some up, and just whack it on. Tibby shows how to do this in her video. Loved it. It's a great technique. I would never have dreamt of doing this all by myself. I would have thought that this took hours and hours to do, and it does really. So I'm just gonna dry this quickly. I'm going to do the other side, so just smash it on there. You know, and you can obviously use whatever colour you wish. I quite like this pink with these colours. You know, to start with, when I started doing this, I was thinking, oh my goodness, I'm not going to like this, it's going to be horrible. But I actually, you know, it is a process. There is many steps to get it looking the way you want it. So, you know, even if you don't like it, carry on, because you'll be amazed at what, you know, what you actually come up with. So I'm going to dry this off quickly. So that's what I done there. Then I got this stamp. I'm not sure if you can see it. It's like a mixed media type collection of stamps that I have, and it's just like a crisscrossy effect. And I used my archival black ink, and this again just went on random. You know, and you can do it around your edges. So that is just like so. Then I've made such a mess in here, it's unbelievable. I don't even make this much mess when I'm making a journal. So what I'm going to do right now is just set this to one side, and I'll show you how I coloured my flowers. These are from the Tim Holtz Tattered Florals. So for this I'm just going to use 2 of these ones and one of them. I've got to open my door, it's so hot. The door just blew shut on me. So the flowers, and what colour did I say? I was going to go for this kind of an orangey colour. Here is where I bring in these watercolour paints, and you will need a brush and something to dry your brush off with, a bit of tissue. I'm just going to set that there. And so I was going to go for the orange, so just put a little bit of water onto your little colouring block and colour your flowers. I'm keeping an eye on the time because I'm gonna, I might have to do this in two videos, because I'm not going to go over the 15 minutes because it takes way too long for it to process and upload onto YouTube, and it's just, I can't be bothered with the time that takes, and it just drives me nuts when I have to keep checking my computer and then the screensaver comes on and it stops doing stuff and it's like rah. Anyway, right, I'll stop growling. So then I'm just gonna dab them and quickly dry them. So I'm going to quickly dry them off. I'll just set them to one side. Now I'm going to do my little paper, I don't know what that is, just zigzaggy cutout. So what I done was I just used a bit of paper and just cut up like so. I should have done this off camera, it would have saved some time, but then you'll see exactly how easy peasy it is. So you just do your little triangles. You know, if you've got a specific die, an edge, a border die or whatever, or I don't actually have many edge punches, so there was nothing that I wanted to use. So, oops, there we go, one more. And I'm just going to cut that out, leaving obviously a little bit at the bottom so it doesn't actually quite fall apart. And there we go. So now I'm going to colour that, and I'm going to do that green, so I'm just going to spray it with that. And I've lost my little bit of, there we go. I don't know if I've picked the right times to do videos when everybody's coming home from work and making a racket. So I'll just wet the cake pan. That's what it's called. I couldn't remember what it was called. with a paint cake pan. Just, oops, dab it, take off the excess water. I'm going to go back in just so that I get a darker shade of green. There we go. Just dab that again and get the dryer on it again. Probably you've heard more of the dryer than you have me. So methinks that's that done, so I'm just going to move that out of the way. I'm just looking at the ones that I've done because I've only literally just done them. Okay, right, so what I'm going to do now is, that's actually still wet, so I need to dry that a little bit, because as soon as I start adding some wet glue to that, it will just tear. Okay, so I'm going to try and keep that facing you guys so that you can see it, and I'm going to just glue that on. Well, when I say glue it, I'm Mod Podging it on. I need some more of this. I'm drying my brush off a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to Mod Podge the bits on that I want to use, and I've used way too much. Just enthusiastic here. And now I've lost my little tree. No, I haven't. It's not a tree. It's my little fence. Fence grass. Yvonne, get it right. Okay. So just make sure that's all down like so. I'm going to put one of these up here. Keeping the writing around the right way. Let's see, just like so. I'm going to put, excuse me, I'm going to put one down here, and once I've stuck these on, I'm going to end this video and come back with the next part, because I'm at 13 minutes. So that goes just like so, and then this little one is going to go up here in this corner just like that. So I'm going to let that dry, and I will be back with a part 2.